Hi, so divas. So welcome once again to Divas Fates. So in today's section, we are going to be learning how to draft this beautiful coupled corset. I know a lot of my fans has been demanding for this tutorial, so I said let me show you guys how to make this with ease and detailed explanation. So please, if this is your first time, please don't forget to subscribe, comment and like this video. Thank you. So the first thing to do is to draw your starting line. The starting line is also known as the shoulder line. Okay, so from there I'm going to divide my pattern paper into two. You know the reason why? Because I want to be drafting my front and my back pattern together all in one. Okay, and to achieve that, the only thing I have to do is to make sure to find the midpoint of this pattern. So the place closer to me is going to be serving as my center front, so this other side is going to serve as my center back. Okay, so now let's dive into it. So after that, the next thing you are going to do is to go ahead and mark all your vertical body measurements. I have my chest line, my bust point, the under bust and my half length. Okay, so I'm just going to draw out all these lines. So okay guys, so after that I'm going to go ahead to label out all the lines. The reason why it's okay to label out the lines is that you are going to be able to remember the lines if you're not familiar with those lines. Okay, so on the shoulder line and the chest line, you're going to divide your shoulder measurements into two. Okay, so you're going to go ahead to mark the width of your neck and the depth of your neck. So using the French curve, I'm just going to connect my measurements like so. So for the shoulder slant for the front, I'm going to be using 1.5. After that, I will come to the bust point and the full length, and I'm going to mark my bust span divided into two, which is called the nipple to nipple measurement divided into what? 2. So having gotten that, the next thing I'm going to do now is that I was just trying to find a good marker. Sorry guys. So I'm going to mark my under bust contouring, and I use 0.5 because I'm not that very busty. Okay, but if you are very busty, you can go ahead to use something like 0.75, even up to 1 inch. So on the side I did 1 inch. You know that we are going to be doing more tightening at that side because the bust is fuller at that point. So from this point I step down by 0.5 from the bust line. Okay, so for the other side you can use 1 inch or 1.5 if you are very busty, but 1 inch is okay if you use 0.75 at the other side. So you're going to find the middle of your armhole and you're going to come in by 0.75. So on the chest line, I'm going to divide my round bust into 4. Okay, so I'm just going to mark it, and from that point I'll connect like so. So from the chest line, you can go up depending on how high you want your cup to be. For an average measurement, we normally do 1.5 above the chest line, but this depends on the type of style that you are working with. Okay, so you're going to come in again with your nipple to nipple measurements, or you can just choose to find the midpoint of your shoulder and connect it to the bust point. So I'm going to open up my over bust by 0.5. You can do 0.75. Okay, sometimes I normally do 0.75. Sometimes I do 0.5 at the center front side, then 0.75 at the side front. So you're going to mark the depth of your neck, your preferred neck depth, and you are going to go in from that point by 0.5. You know why I said your preferred neck depth is because our measurements and our styles are not always the same. So if you want yours to stop at the under bust, you're just going to come in there by 0.5. So from the armhole, you are going to drop down by 0.5 so that your body should be able to relax very well. Okay, so I'm just going to connect like this, and I'm going to connect it to that 0.5. After that, I'm then going to use the French curve to connect the first curve. So from this point, your bust divided into 4, you have to come in at least by 2 inches to 1.5 before you can be able to create your second cap. Okay, so the next thing you are going to do is to mark all your horizontal measurements. You are to divide all the horizontal measurements by 4 plus all the darts we have taken. As you can see, I'm just marking and returning every single dart we have taken out. So you are going to be doing the same thing to be on the safe side. So after that, I'm just going to go ahead to connect all the lines. Please subscribe and like this video. Thank you. So you are going to mark your bust span, which is the difference you have from your shoulder to waist for the front and shoulder to waist for the back. Okay, so at this point, I would like to do a little bit of tightening at this point. So when I return the over bust darts, I minus the 0.5 that I used to tighten the yoke. So now the remaining dart, I added it to the bust divided by 4. So to tighten the shoulder, I step down by 0.125. Okay, this is very, very perfect, and we are done with the front. We can now move ahead to draft the back pattern. So I'm just marking the chest line. The front and the back neckline is always the same, it doesn't change. Okay, and for the half length, it's not the same because we have used a bust span. So because of that, you are going to be marking your corresponding shoulder to waist for the front and shoulder to waist for the back. Okay, we have marked the front, so you are going to mark that of the back. So you are going to divide your shoulder measurement by 2 on the chest line and also on the bust point. I hope this video is not so so fast. I'm just trying to make the video so that it will not be so long, because I know if this video is so long, you guys are still going to complain. So for the shoulder slant for the back, I used only 1 inch. Okay, so at this point, you are going to divide your round bust again by 4. You find the middle of your armhole and then you go in by 0.5. So at the front pattern, we went in there by 0.75, right? But this is the back, so we are going in on the armhole by 0.5. So you're going to come in by 0.5 on the half length to take out this excess. This excess will ruin your work if you do not take it out, because our back is not straight. So that is why we normally take out these darts, and this dart is called a sway back. So you're going to divide your round waist into 4 plus 1 inch. Okay, so if you want to do another tightening, you can just go ahead and impute it. So from this point, I just want to create the neckline for my back, and this is totally, it depends on what you really want. Like I believe that when the pattern is done, if you look at mine, you might even want to style yours in a different way. So you're going to find the middle of your waist and you are going to take out that 1 inch. I didn't actually want to snatch so much, so the reason why I took out 1 inch is because I don't want to add any cinching effect to the back. But if you want to add cinching effect to your back, you are not going to be marking your waist divided into 4 plus 1 inch. Okay, so you're going to say your waist divided into 4 minus that number you want to use to cinch your waist. It could be 0.75, 0.5, or even 1 inch. Okay, so I'm just trying to figure out how to style this bag because I really want my bag to stand and look beautiful. So you're also going to drop down by 0.5 from the back so that the front and the back pattern would align together. Okay, so just like I told you guys, for the back pattern, you are free to style your back the way you want. You do not necessarily have to do exactly what I've done. So I want to remove excess at that point, and I just removed a little bit excess there. So from the half length for the front and the back, I'm just going to go all by 1.5 and connect it. So for the front pattern, I didn't show you guys where I added my cinching effect, which is the small dot you guys are seeing at the waistline for the front. So that small dot is 0.5. Okay, you can do 0.5 or 0.75 for your cinching effect. You can even do 1 inch. So to cut out the pattern, you're first of all going to slash the first dot, then you are going to close your bust dot. Okay, so that's just how to go about it, because we need to close up the dart, and you cannot properly do that without slashing open one side of the dart. Okay, so okay guys, I hope this video is very helpful. So now I'm going to stop here. Please like, comment, and enjoy the remaining video. Bye.
I'm blessed, I'm blessed. I am blessed, I am 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 blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. I am blessed, I am 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 blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. I am blessed, I am blessed, I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed. I'm blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed. I'm blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed. I'm blessed. I'm blessed.